Ilara knelt in the dust of her garden, the sun heavy upon her back. Once, this little patch of earth had fed her family with enough to share. Now the ground was split and lifeless, the stream bed nearby nothing but hardened clay. Each withered stalk reminded her of her children's empty bowls and of her own failing strength. Each night, when the heat faded but the hunger remained, Ilara fought a silent battle. She had prayed, she had fasted, she had given thanks for what little was left. Yet the sky stayed silent, a hard blue dome that refused her rain. And in that silence came the whisper, a serpent of doubt curling through her mind. Where is your God now? Where is his promise? One evening, with her heart aching more than her body, Ilara opened the family's most precious treasure, a tattered scroll of the Gospel of Matthew. She read aloud words she had memorized long ago. "Do not worry about your life, what you will eat or drink, for your heavenly Father knows that you need them." Her voice trembled, and for the first time in weeks, she let the tears fall. They were not tears of despair, but of surrender. Surrender to a God who sees even when the sky is silent. The next morning, Ilara's prayer was met not with clouds or thunder, but with footsteps. At her gate stood a weary traveler, his cart broken on the road, a heavy sack slung across his shoulders. His eyes were kind, his voice gentle. "I have no money," he said, "but I carry surplus grain from the north." The traveler left the sack at her door, grain enough to feed her children and more. She placed her hand on the rough fabric, her heart pounding with awe. It was no storm, no flood, no miraculous spring, yet here was provision, as real as rain. That evening, Ilara knelt again in her garden. The earth was still dry, the sky still blue, but her heart was watered by grace. She lifted her hands in gratitude, knowing that God had not forgotten her. The seeds of her faith, once withering, were alive again, not by rain, but by mercy. Moral: the story of Ilara reminds us of Jesus' words in Matthew chapter 6, verses 26 to 30. "Look at the birds of the air. They do not sow or reap or store away in barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them." God's provision does not always come in the ways we expect, through storms, rivers, or miracles from the sky. Sometimes his answer arrives quietly, in the kindness of a stranger, in the timing of a broken cart, or in the whisper of peace to a weary heart. Faith is not about seeing rain, but trusting the one who sends it.